Iron Lung is a 2026 horror independent movie starring Markiplier, a.k.a. Mark Fishbong.
Bach.
Mark Fishbong. Back or Bach?
It's Fishbach. It's B-A-C-H at the end.
Mark Fishbach.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Grindhouse Podcast. My name is Twisted Nix, or Miss French Tattoos, or Mrs. Cheese Film, whichever one you prefer. And this is my debut as a wife.
Is this the first one?
This is my first one as your wife.
We didn't do a Christmas one?
No, we didn't. And if we did, I don't remember it. So this one for me is my debut as your wife.
Well, welcome aboard.
And today we are talking about a movie I've waited multiple years to finally get to see. And
Yeah.
we got to see it last night on premiere day. And it is Iron Lung.
So, are we airing this tonight or are we airing this tomorrow?
When would you like to air it?
It doesn't matter.
I would air it tomorrow then.
Okay. So we went to see it Thursday night, opening night, premiere night.
On the 29th
On the 29th of January. We were one of the first people who bought the tickets to see this at the Regal Pinnacle here in Knoxville. And
one of the few, the proud, the strong that printed the popcorn bucket. I was about to say, you're probably going to be closer to a grab for that.
We 3D printed it, Mr. Markiplier, because we were in full support.
I painted it, but I painted it wrong, and that's okay.
Oh, well, seeing it in the movie, I don't think it's too wrong.
I meant the Iron Lung is in white.
Oh, well, we printed it in white so we can read it.
Yeah, my main thing I did wrong. But it's wrong. It's too open to a creative interpretation.
But this is actually really cool of them to do, is to let people 3D print this and paint it themselves. And you got a small popcorn with it if you brought it to the movie theater. But that's a cool thing for them to do because a lot of people don't get the opportunity to, they might not even get the opportunity to see this movie. So having the memorabilia is nice, especially because Regal would charge you $65 for that.
Right.
And it's about a $12
print
in material.
Right.
It's pretty affordable.
Now, what we're going to do with this is we're going to have a first couple of minutes of this episode be spoiler-free reviews so that because we're airing it so soon after release, there will be a spoiler-free section, and then we'll put on the screen, here's where spoilers start, so we can talk about actual parts of the movie without ruining it for anybody.
And for those of you listening on Spotify, we'll also say...
Yes.
This is where the spoilers
Here's the spoiler part.
So I didn't watch him play the game. I actually completely avoided everything to do with that and the trailers for this. I wanted to go into this blind.
Well, and that's what's special about this episode is we have two people in this episode. So I've liked Markiplier since Amnesia and Five Nights at Freddy's. Mm-hmm. I've been following and watching him for a really, really, really long time. And
I have not.
You have not, / it's not even that you haven't liked him. You just haven't been interested in his content.
No.
So being able to review Iron Lung from two completely different perspectives.
One as a fan and one as
right.
Not a fan. So I think I have more of an unbiased look at it as well as an unbiased appreciation for it. And you'll have more of the fan.
I have a lot of bias. I'm wearing my In Space with Markiplier shirt. So I'm a little biased, I'll be honest.
Now, that being said, I have nothing against the man at all. I don't think I'm above his style of videos or anything like that. It's not, I just never got into the Let's Play stuff. I just never got into it. So that's the only reason why I never watched him. I never got on the Markiplier craze. But I think it was In Space with Markiplier is the first one I watched with you. I was like, wow, this is like an actual full-on cinematic experience. And it turns out that he does those blank with Markipliers. Mm-hmm. I think Google pays for them.
Oh, really?
Or YouTube pays for them.
I think it might be YouTube.
Well, Google owns YouTube. It's
Great
kind of
point.
a potato. And he got in a little bit of hot water when he started doing Iron Lung because I wanted more
of these
blank with Markipliers. And
he was like, no.
preoccupied with something, which is, I think, really cool because he very clearly has a passion for the
arts.
No, what is the term you use when you're describing a specific form of art?
What do you mean?
So like oil painting, clay work, like it's the blank
Medium?
Yeah, the film medium.
The film medium.
I just completely drew a blank there on that.
I didn't understand your need for a definition either, but that's okay.
Well, I want to use it that way because, like, I know a lot of people are gonna roll their eyes at, oh my god, the YouTuber gets to make a movie and I don't. But if you watch In Space, at the very least, I've seen In Space
or Heist,
but I've heard like Heist with Markiplier and is it a Date with Markiplier?
A Date with Markiplier, and then like Who Killed Markiplier?
Yeah, they all have a lot of production value that goes into it that you wouldn't expect from just a YouTube guy making YouTube videos. You know, like they're very well made. So when he's announced he was doing a movie, I was already interested because, I mean, what could it be? What is he going to do? How is he going to do it?
Right.
Especially with a video game I've never even heard of. Iron Lung is one of those indie horror games that either the guy reached out to Mark to have him play, or Mark discovered it and then it blew up. I don't know how that all works.
I think it's one or the other, but I would say usually Mark finds scary games to play. A lot of times preferring that they are indie, so that way he can give the artist or like the game developer the recognition they deserve, as well as just playing something different. You know, like getting to play something.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's gonna play Final Fantasy 23. Cloud returns to have his revenge, but like it's very rare you get to play Iron Lung or Five Nights at Freddy's or the one with the rat in the cornfield, you know, like it's
Rat Shaker.
Yeah, like it's and that's a cool thing for him to do, is to focus solely on things that aren't going to get the main spotlight.
Right.
That's pretty neat.
And he, whether he means to or not, also assists in other people playing it and giving it more traction.
Right.
And, like things like that. And I think that's really cool. And on top of all this, now he's made a full feature-length movie. And it's so cool to be able to, and you know, as someone who's watched him grow and watched him change over the years, like being able to really see him hunker down for like years prepping for this movie. Like, and you know, he said on his channel multiple times, like, I'm not trying to neglect the channel. I really am just so focused on this movie. And, you know, everybody understood. Just most of his fans are like, yeah, no, I get you.
Well, and what's kind of neat about it is like saying how he's grown. Like I was aware of him, you know, in the phase of Markiplier where everybody was aware of Markiplier. Like I'm not above this stuff, but the Markiplier I saw playing Five Nights at Freddy's with the red hair and the loud screaming is not who made this movie.
Staunchly different.
It is like looking at two completely different people. He has completely evolved. He is a new person in a lot of ways, and I think it's really cool to see the kid grow up into the man that will have made an indie movie in the year where indie movies aren't really the thing to go see. Like everybody's gonna go see. A24 has now become kind of a brand itself. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of things that are popping up in the indie field that aren't really indie movies anymore. You know, like but this is straight up
someone's theatrical debut as an indie movie.
Like nobody picked it. Like nobody picked it up to distribute it either. He distributed it.
Well, so he distributed it to some smaller theaters across the country, mm-hmm. and the Markiplier fan base went, absolutely not.
Well, we were gonna drive.
We had gotten tickets to like Gadsden, Alabama.
Yeah, just to see this movie because that's the closest one that was playing it, just to support him. And then Regal bought it up because I think that was part of it. It's like if you sell X amount of theaters out, then AMC will buy it.
No, it was his fan base. It was his fan base. his fan base was like bullying theaters.
No, but what I'm saying is like Regal said, I'm not going to buy your movie unless there's,
Could be.
like something for me to guarantee I'm not going to lose money on this.
Maybe.
Because it's also only playing for a week. I think
Right.
it's a week, maybe 2. So, and that's how that, because it announced AMC now picked it up, and then Regal then picked it up.
Right. Enough people bullied them into being like, no, this is actually a huge fan base. Like, we do want to see this movie. And all these big brands were like, oh. Okay.
Like seeing the map of the U.S. pop up with the Markiplier faces on where it's being shown, and then within like 2 weeks, the entirety of the United States
Tons.
was covered in his face. That is something to applaud.
100%.
I fully applaud that. Because, again, like, MGM didn't distribute this for him. A24 didn't even distribute this. It's just him.
Yeah.
Like, the movie starts, and there are no opening credits. None. There's no studio logos. His name's not even on it. Nothing. You don't even see any of the credit themselves are all saved for the end. This movie hops right into it.
Right.
Which means he just made it. And like, did you see like in the credits, like the editors? There's like 4 different editors, and one of them is his guy who does his YouTube stuff, which is phenomenal.
Pretty much almost every name in it is either like not a friend or like a friend or his now wife or his like people that have been on his team this whole time. Were all like, all right, we're making a movie now.
I think the only big name actor I even recognized in this was Troy Baker.
And he's from.
You don't know who Troy Baker is?
Don't do that.
I'm asking you, do you not know who Troy Baker is? I'm not putting you down, but Troy Baker's a big voice artist. I think the thing you might know him from, he's Indiana Jones in the new Indiana Jones game.
Okay.
He's also Joker in Arkham Origins.
Okay.
Where Roger Craig Smith, Sonic the Hedgehog, is Batman.
Okay.
Which is kind of fun. Okay. And I'll just off the top of my head, I don't think you would. I don't know what else you would know him from, but he is a big voice artist who is in a lot of stuff. And I think he was one of the voices in the submarine that was talking to him. I don't know. I don't know who the characters are in this, because the only one I took away is, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not. Did it say his name in the game?
No.
Is the name important in the game?
Is the guy Mark plays.
Is the guy Mark plays. So what we'll do is there will be very minimal spoilers in the first part. So what we should do is talk about our thoughts on it,
Yeah.
Like give it a critical analysis later, but like what we liked about it.
So what we can also do is Iron Lung is a cosmic horror. It was not. I thought this was going to be like a 40s submarine movie where they find something in the ocean. But it's a sci-fi movie. Yeah, it's a cosmic horror based on like a 2022 video game.
I'm gonna look up when the game came out.
And it's super vague premise. A guy goes down in a submarine in a blood ocean. Like, long story short. And it's been in production for a hot minute, and it debuted on today. So today, we're recording on the 30th of January, 2026, and we got to see it the day before.
So it looks like Iron Lung was released on PC March 9th and 10th, 2022.
Okay, perfect. So since then, Mark's been working on it as a movie. He's gotten, he's not. I saw in the credits he's not one of the producers, but he is almost everything else.
They say that. I would still give him a producer credit. I mean, probably not technically a producer, but I mean, he wrote, directed, starred in, financed a lot of it himself. I mean, like, you might as well just give him a producer credit. I wonder why they didn't. It might be,
probably because his name's up there 25 more times.
No, Union probably, or
could be
to get it, because like like they have the SAG logo on there. I don't remember if I saw any of the other ones, but like you have to be, in order to be a producer, you have to, it's like it's a title you have to get. It's not just like, oh yeah, it's me. Like
Right.
like there is a union.
You have to like do something to create, to be a producer.
I think it's, I don't want to say this acronym out loud because I may be wrong, so I'm going to look it up first.
But I would say while he's looking that up, it was a super fun watch, if not for the movie itself, just for like the fan base and being able to really see your guy. You know what I mean? Your guy did it. He made a movie. He crushed it. I would give it, I mean, so if we're doing a 5-star rating, I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
I would do. PGA. The Producers Guild of America.
Okay.
Is not just something you like. It's something you get into.
Right.
Like George Lucas left the guild to do Star Wars because he wasn't gonna lose rights over his movies and stuff like that.
Got it.
So he's doing the same thing. But yeah. So you said 4.5 out of 5.
I said 4 out of 5.
I would also give it a 4 out of 5. Solid 4 out of 5.
Like really, really solid movie, especially good for a theatrical debut on, I'm not gonna say a limited budget, because he did have a limited budget, but it was,
yeah, and you can tell he had a limited budget, and not in a bad way, but like it is only in the submarine.
just about,
You know, so like everything else you see out of it, the sets weren't very like detailed or expanded on. They were very like almost like it's a corner of a room,
right.
And that's what I'm saying. You can tell because there's no, like we were saying, I was talking to you and a buddy of ours that we went to see this with yesterday about how the flashback stuff could have been like really
I feel like we need to put the spoilers logo here.
with that.
I think that's enough.
I mean that's a
I think that's enough.
all right. So potential spoiler here.
Yeah, I think maybe
There's but I'll be very vague about it. They go into Mark's backstory a little bit, but they don't, and they flash back a little bit. But if you were to like make this movie with a real Hollywood budget, that the whole backstory would have been interlaced more and explored more.
Yeah.
And it's not in this, and that's part of where you can feel the lower budget,
right.
because you didn't have the means to do that.
Yeah, I've also read a couple of times that it would be smart before you go see Iron Lung to watch a playthrough of Iron Lung so that you can see, because they had a lore update in Iron Lung's gameplay that I guess reveals more. And I think if you are somebody who really prefers a storyline understanding and don't like vague bits of backstory, that may help you enjoy it better. Like, I'm not talking about you specifically, but
I can see what you're saying.
like some people prefer okay, I like going into this kind of knowing what's going on in the background. I would watch the lore playthrough of it.
Well, so I talked about this too, where I thought the movie should have been longer and they explore a lot more of that. But I also think that it worked. That was me. I want that. But I think the movie actually does work on its own, where you don't. I didn't watch anything going into this, and there's a lot that I was able to understand just by watching it. So I don't think you need to watch that.
Right. I don't think it's necessary. I just think if it's something that I've noticed a couple people as I've been kind of mindlessly TikTok scrolling or whatever that have said like it helped me going and watching the playthrough, even Mark's playthroughs of it, to really get what's going on. Mm-hmm. And I would say this is probably where our spoiler section will start, because we've already given it our basic rating and things like that. But like it.
Well, there's still more we can talk about without spoilers.
All right, well then continue.
Unless I don't know what you consider to be a spoiler though.
Well, and that's the issue. Is I want to dance around it really intensely because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. Like truly, I don't know what is considered like what people would consider to be an intense spoiler. Or not.
I think I know what Mark's talking about, where he doesn't want spoiled. Just going off of what I heard him say, because he showed up to one of the theaters. I think it might have been the Chinese theater. And he talked about why he wanted to make this movie. And then when our friend was telling us about how the game goes, there's an enormous amount of this movie that's not in the game, or an enormous element. So I think if we don't talk about certain things, that will still be good. But it is kind of hard to do because
when you do with the Grindhouse podcast, you do B movies that have been out since for a long time. It's hard. You can just talk through it.
Yeah.
It's hard to be like, ooh, this might be a spoiler.
I respect the spoiler-free stuff because, again, like, whether you watch the game or not, play the game or not, this movie is fantastic and greatly
well received.
No, just it's fun to watch. Mm-hmm. It's a good horror movie. Well, here I'll talk about this stuff because this has nothing to do with anything. This is just technical stuff. This movie shot on red cinematic cameras, which are like we shoot this. My camera here is a Blackmagic. I think it's a step up from that. Like they're high end cameras. They're not Panasonic or anything like that. They're not like the household names, but they're cameras that you can get your hands on. And they got amazing picture quality. And this movie looks phenomenal. Like, phenomenal.
It looks really good.
All the close-ups. It gets all these cramped shots. But you got more space. It's not shoulder to shoulder in this thing. But there are moments in this where they feel that way. And you don't... the quality of the image is top-notch. Like, it looked like it was shot on film. Even though I know it's not.
Right. And camera placement was also a really big highlight for me.
The placement of the camera, amazing.
Where they placed some of the cameras really did bring something special to the table.
When, like I was telling you guys the other day, like I can tell the camera wasn't mounted to the rig. The thing was because something would happen, the rig would shake, and the camera's not moving, which makes it look weird. And off-settling a little bit and off-putting, like what am I watching kind of thing.
Right.
Or, as Fuller said, like you're in water.
Right.
You know, like it's moving in a way that you're not used to, which subconsciously puts you in this feeling of like, ooh.
Unease.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So phenomenal there. I think the lighting in this movie is really good because I was really worried that they would do like blue is darkness. Black is black in this movie, and like you're afraid almost of what's in the darkness in the sub that he is welded into and nothing can get in, nothing can get out.
Right.
It's an iron lung. Like I don't know if you know what an iron lung is out there, but it is something that you're welded into that breathes for you, and that's it. That's your life now.
Yeah.
There's no way out.
I like the use of, I mean, this might not be intended. It might be because it's part of the game, but the use of green as like the only thing that can save you.
Yeah.
Because the only green things in the entire movie are the things that like can be used or are like part of the device or like part of the lung that help you move and help you determine your surroundings.
Numbers on the dials, the oxygen meter, the depth, and I don't know if the wall over here that he touches is spoiler.
The camera square.
Okay, so that the shutter button.
I feel like if it's in the 2022 game, you can't really be mad if you're.
I just don't want to accidentally.
No, I feel you. And most of what was built inside the iron lung in the movie is true to form. For
nice.
Pretty dang close. But I liked that. I liked the use of like, so red is clearly like, obviously everything's blood, duh. But it's also red is bad, green is good, and the green is the only.
It's an irony red too. Mm-hmm. Like it's it looks metallic, almost rust-like. Mm-hmm. You know.
I agree. Well, and it's you know, as I think it was our friend that said it, like blood is acidic, so enough time in there.
Is blood acidic?
I think blood is a little more. I mean,
it's definitely like a corrosive material. Anything containing water is going to be, but who knows what? Because this is this could be a spoiler, but it's a moon that has lakes, oceans of blood. They're just blood. So I would imagine anything submersed in an ocean of blood.
That's wrong. Blood is not acidic.
Well, I didn't. Well,
if blood becomes acidic, you get acidosis.
well, but I know that it could be corrosive because there's water in it, and water is corrosive.
Right. Like because it's liquid, I'm sure it would affect the metal of the hull, just like anything.
Just pressure.
But
like
blood is not acidic.
Water's not acidic either, but like you go down in a submarine and like you hear the
That's just
pressure,
whole pressure, yeah.
And it's constantly leaking. I mean, it finds a way in there, and it's neat that he's got condensation, from the pipes and stuff in there. But there's also blood in there too, so there's always this feeling of like, at any moment, I can just
die. Yeah, any moment.
Oof, okay, so
it does a great job of being uneasy. The whole movie makes you really uncomfortable.
And like it is directed really well. And Mark, his acting it's not bad. There's some things in it where I thought it could be better, where his reactions, but overall, I'm not distracted by Markiplier acting in this movie or how good or bad it is. Like he's comfortable enough in what he's doing to where it almost feels natural. So I would also say that, like, being a first-time big screen actor, he doesn't choke under the pressure.
Right.
The lights don't melt him out.
The lights don't melt him out.
So you also have to, because that was another thing I was worried about, that like Mark would, because he's not he's like me, like he's just a fun guy. He has skits and stuff like that he'll do. He's a kind of a character of an actor. So like I'm watching a horror movie with somebody who is kind of a goofball. I'm a little on edge. I'm a little uneasy about, but like, no, he really does hone it in and do it a good job. And you don't really notice Markiplier. And that's something that I think that might be the greatest compliment you can give this movie, is that you don't notice it's Markiplier.
I think a lot of I think his acting feels really human. I think a lot of bigger name movies, like it's not realistic. Like, oh, you're doing something big and heroic and crazy, and like you're like, I'm a cool guy. I walk away from explosions. You know what I mean? Like what his character experiences in this movie, I would react the exact same way he does.
100%.
Like every single time that he speaks, I'm like, that's exactly what I would do in this situation.
I guess more of what I'm talking about is like anime acting.
Oh,
when like an English cast animates or voice acts for an anime, they do this like, I don't know what you're talking about kind of thing. And there's a little bit of that every now and again, where he they do like the voice will be like, oh, this is what you got to do, Mark. Hey, Mark, you got to do this, and he'll just, why does it have to be me? Like stuff like that.
Part can't take the voice actor out of can't take the voice acting out of the voice actor.
Yeah, kind of thing.
Like, can't take the YouTube out of the YouTuber.
But it's so few and far between. You just that's what that is probably my biggest thing against his performance in this. Is that there's some of it can be a little cringe, but other times like when like you're saying, like when anything goes wrong, and he's like, oh, fuck, like
I would react the same way.
The same way.
100%.
Do you have any other technical,
I really like the use of lighting. I really like where the cameras are placed. I mean, and I really just like the amount of suspense. Like everything is suspenseful. Like you feel for 127 minutes like you are one step away from death.
Yeah.
Like the entire time. Everything is discomfort, like uncomfortable. Everything is a discomfort. There is no comfort in this movie whatsoever.
No.
Like you spend the whole time like, oh, okay. I'm literally one step away from being killed in some way, for some reason.
In some way, shape, or another, your life will never not be.
Yeah, like your
danger.
life is in jeopardy. You feel in there with him, and you feel like your life is equally in jeopardy as his is.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so this point on, I don't think we can talk about anything that isn't a potential spoiler.
Spoilers.
So even with and how I'm going to edit this for like the clips and stuff that we put out, I will export the video here to then
do a tiny
everything we
version.
talked about up to here will be spoiler free. So if you happen upon a clip, you don't have to worry about it. It's, you know, just general talking about the movie. From here on out,
it'll be spoilers, and we won't be posting this type of stuff
until after the first weekend.
Cool.
So probably like Wednesday, Thursday of the following week. That way everybody's got time to see it. They can watch it through the opening week. I might even save it for even the weekend end, just to give people some time. Because I don't want to be one of the content creators
who tries to spoil it without.
Yeah, they just put everything out already. I don't want to do that. Because if Mark doesn't want spoiler, I don't even know what you could be spoilering about this movie, honestly, which could be good to people who are watching this episode or could be bad.
Right.
Because there's not
Heck,
anything.
we might have already spoiled it.
What do you mean?
With anything, depending on how people view spoilers.
Yeah.
Talking about it at all, there's a chance we've already accidentally spoiled something. But I mean.
But we haven't talked about the story enough to where I feel like anything has been.
Right. I think we've done okay. But
I think we have too.
So from here forward.
Spoiler warning.
I'm gonna do this. Put the spoiler warning right. Spoiler warning.
Or hang on.
Okay.
So.
Ooh, I gotta go this way. Okay.
No, yeah. Spoiler warning.
That was tough. Why was that so hard?
Well, because we're looking at a mirror over there.
That's true.
Iron Lung is a claustrophobic nightmare.
Cosmic bloody horror.
It almost is Lovecraftian.
Yeah.
I found. So, like, and I don't like using that term because it always sounds like, it's pompous.
Oh, it's very Lovecraftian.
Like, the Eldritch horror isn't. This is the beast. I'll show this again. We'll go in a little bit detail with the creature, as the file claims.
Hey, be careful of those teeth.
So, as you can see, like, it's just this like
worm.
Oily black thing, right? And it's got these teeth and then a lot of blood on its face. This creature is almost like an anglerfish, and if I can get a good look at it, like you can see its head and its face here.
It's giving the Alaskan bullworm.
Hilarious. Hilarious. And it's just this creature under the blood ocean that there's clearly many of them because he's taking pictures of other skeletons of this thing, which I think is kind of neat because you learn that the camera he's using is an X-ray. So even if this thing had skin, all you're ever going to see of it is the skeleton.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it.
Which is neat because is he looking at us? And I was thinking about this the whole time. He's taking a picture, it flashes, and then it'll go away. Mm-hmm. Like what's that? Flash photography kind of thing. Like it's imprinted on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a dead one? Is it a live one? We don't know.
So I thought it was a dead one because, and the only reason I know this is because, so major spoiler, there's pictures of the living one later on, and his eyes are very clearly like present and visible.
But there's some of those skeletons where it has eyes still.
It just doesn't have his little white beady eyes like this one does. Like it has like white beady eyeballs as it disappears back down the hole. The skeleton didn't. It was very much hollowed out, looked like a skeleton, whereas the living one was like, hey, I can see you. I'm looking right at you.
You also, it never gives you a true sense of how big this thing is, how big the submarine is.
Right.
So it always feels like you're in this like loop of uncertainty, just complete uncertainty.
Right.
Of everything about you, your where you are, everything.
Always claustrophobic. You're unsure of where anything is. I mean, and even his map that he creates throughout the entire thing, like it's just a bunch of arrows.
Yeah.
Like you're just kind of hoping for the
Nobody
best.
else could have understood what he was writing.
Those numbers are it. Those numbers are all you get. Like
I like how he does like these kind of hand movements when he's trying to position himself.
Yeah. So, okay. Like type of stuff.
But yeah, that's it. That's all you get. And
That's all you get. You can't look out the window. There is no window.
Nope.
You are hoping and praying that those numbers are not malfunctioning. And
that's all you got.
Yeah.
You just got a prayer.
Yeah. And it's so being a more cosmic horror, this is about a convict who, did something really bad. Like basically blew up from what I was gathering, blew up a space station
with a whole bunch of people.
Yeah,
on it.
was the cause of blowing up a space station. Now, did he really do it? As a kid, did he really do it? Who knows? Like it's kind of a very open-ended thing where like he claims to have not done it, but everybody claims that he did do it. Very, very few flashbacks, and the flashbacks that do happen are very like minimal, like they're storytelling, but they're minimal storytelling. Like they're trying to build on the world a little bit, but
they play into his guilt too.
They play into his guilt, and they build up the world just a little. Like they don't give you like a here's all of what happened and here's the entire thing. Like it's like one or two scenes to help play on his guilt and to help you determine. Like, to kind of help the viewer feel like he's going crazy. Like, they assist in always having a moment. Like, he's going crazy. Because when you start to lose oxygen and your brain is deprived of oxygen...
You start going crazy.
And so there's a lot of portions of this movie where you're not really sure what's real and what's not. And that's one of the best parts about it being the horror.
Yeah.
The horror elements of it is you're not really sure what
is believable.
Right. And like,
because there's a point where like he gets knocked out and he comes back and she's like, you've been gone for days.
Right. How are you
should
still
have
alive?
ran out of oxygen.
Right.
Like that's wild.
Yeah. Like how are you still alive? And he goes through this whole minor religious experience and we as the viewer still don't even know if that was real.
So that's the stuff that was added on. Mm-hmm. So the game is just kind of bare bones. You're down there, you're taking pictures of stuff, monster attacks you, game over.
Well, they also, because they had the creator of the game as such a deep part of it, I think that's why we need to go back and watch the lore episode and see what's part of the lore episode and what's not. Because, the initial game that Mark plays, Iron Lung, very bare bones.
Yeah.
Stupidly bare bones. The lore episode, I think I've watched it. It's been a minute, but I need to watch it again. And it, I guess, explains part of like the universe a little bit better and like what's going on in the world and why you are where you are. And yeah, I think the big, I'm just going to keep calling it the religious experience because that's kind of what it felt like. It felt like it was come experience God, basically.
Yeah. It was definitely an allegory for that. Like somebody who's searching for the answers to things.
Right.
And the answers are never answers that you're ever going to be able to understand.
Right.
The creature, I think the creature is an angel of death who's shepherding things that enter this water into the afterlife if they're willing.
Right.
And they believe in God. There's a point in there where she's like, do you believe in God? And he's like, let's not go down there. And then she shows him the light of God. And he's like, oh, I got to tell everybody about this. And they're like, the hell you do.
Yeah, like he like overcame what a normal person wouldn't. That's kind of the vibe I got, right?
Yeah.
It was like by the time that people go and have this religious experience under the blood ocean, that's when they die. That's when they pass away. Mm. That's when something goes wrong. That's when their ship explodes. That's when something occurs that they basically become one with said blood ocean, right? That's kind of the vibe I got. And in Mark's case, Simon's case, his name is Simon in the movie.
Is that important? I'm
going to be honest. I don't remember watching the lore episode. I feel like maybe before we recorded this, I should have. Here we are. Whatever. I did it. Who cares? Simon's experience is I experienced it and I still managed to wake back up on my ship. Like I didn't die. My ship didn't blow up. Like, and so part of me is like, okay, that was a hallucination that usually kills your average person. Like something goes wrong. Hence the recording of the lady from SM8.
Yeah.
MS8? SM8.
SM8.
SM8. who sounds like she succumbs. She experiences the same thing he does, but she succumbs to her injuries or the ship exploding or something going wrong or etc. He doesn't. He experiences all this crazy crap and then wakes back up in the ship. And in waking back up in the ship, it's like the cosmic entity's like, huh? Like it's like it I'm not gonna say it failed, but like it didn't succeed for the first time. Like it didn't succeed in Simon's succumbing because of Simon's intense will to live.
Yeah.
His absolutely intense will to live is what I think kept him alive for longer in the movie. He was so hell-bent on surviving this experience that God / the angel of death itself couldn't keep his ass down. He had a religious experience where he wakes up in the blood ocean.
Yeah.
And he still is like, no, I'm trying to survive this. I'm going to live.
A lot of blood in this, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was going, I don't know if he's won it. I'm sure it feels like he has. But, like, he's going for a Guinness Book of World Records for most blood used in a movie. He has to beat, was it The Shining?
One of those, yeah.
He has to beat something with a lot of blood.
Let me look that up.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
But it shows, it feels very much to me like Indomitable Human Spirit film, where like he beats almost all odds in terms of like, I'm going to survive this. His oxygen, helps him out. His oxygen keeps him alive, and he goes pretty crazy, but he succeeds in what he wants to do. He succeeds in what he gets, and he, despite losing, wins. If that makes sense, without giving like too aggressive of a spoiler.
So I think before this, The Evil Dead.
Ooh, okay.
From 2013, the remake, had 50,000 gallons of fake blood used, and that held the record until this movie that had 80,000 gallons.
That's so much fake blood.
So Iron Lung has officially taken the record.
How do you drain that? How do you get rid of that? What do you do?
You probably build a vat, like a big pool, and
just
then you play in the pool, put it back in the jug.
Yeah. But that's kind of the vibe I got. It's a very Indomitable Human Spirit movie.
Yeah.
It's like he wants to prove his innocence while simultaneously just living. He wants to survive. Mm-hmm. And I really like that about this movie because I think with a lot of movies like Iron Lung where you're trapped in a situation, yeah, you want to live for a good chunk of it. But I've noticed that a lot of them end with, I'm giving up. I'm done. I don't want to try anymore. Mm-hmm. That Mark Fishbach Simon tries until the very end.
He blows the sub up and takes the beast with
sub
him.
up. He wins. He gets what needs to happen. He gets the information to the people who need it, and that is I just think it's cool. Yeah. I think that's one of the best parts of the movie is just kind of Simon's just, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this despite you, God. Yeah. I'm going to do this.
So, because the movie starts with all the stars going out. They just vanish. And this big void, like, takes over. And there's colonies of people who are left out there live on the space stations. Which is why, when he blew up the space station...
It was such a big deal.
It's a big deal. So they lock him in this thing, they put him down there, and this entire time he just wants to be free. He just wants to go home. He doesn't want to do this anymore because we learned that he wasn't even part of the reason why it exploded. Nobody listened to him. He tried to stop it. It happened anyway, and now he's taking the fall for it. He didn't get the easy way out.
Well, but he
has to live.
But I think the cool thing about that is that it could go either way. He could still be guilty. You know what I mean? Like, there's no proof that he did or did not do anything.
He's got no reason to lie, though.
Well, true, but also... That's what's cool about it being super open-ended, is that it's like, it could be. He could have done something. He could have not done something. Either way, I do think that this movie kind of acts as his atonement.
Yeah.
Over the course of the movie.
And he just wants to live. He just wants to get out. He just wants to live. This creature gives him a choice to join the collective and have all the answers you want and be with us or die. And he doesn't want to die. But he also doesn't want to give in to that thing either.
He picks the third route, which is play the hero, basically.
Well, and not even that. Well, fuck everybody. Fuck the people putting them down here. Fuck the thing out there. They all can go F themselves. Because the blood, we learn, is like alive and symbiotic and boiling his skin and fusing him to the lung, the iron lung. And it gets to the point where like he severs his own arm just to not die that way, not to be that way. And then when he's faced with there is no hope, the beast bites into the sub and he's breaking the teeth and all that. His last way of surviving is to get the black box out. All the information that the other ship that was down there got, he has, and he's getting it to the people.
To save humanity.
And
to help save humanity.
This thing isn't going to stop him. So in a way, he lives on by saving the people, being the hope, being the dirt that the new tree can grow into.
Having paid his debt.
Yeah.
Done his time, if so.
But yeah, so this movie is like an existential horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've been getting a lot more of those recently. Like Don't Look Up, this stuff like that. There's nothing you can do
besides
about something. Like, it's not even like there's nothing you can do. Michael Myers is coming. It's nothing you can do. The world's about to end.
Right.
There's nothing anybody can do.
Right. Well, and that's what's what I found to be kind of special about this movie is the illusion of hope. There was, at least 3 separate times where it was like, you're going to go down and do this, then you're free.
Then we'll pull you back up.
Yeah, you're going to go do this, and then we'll pull you back up. You're going to go do this, and then there's hope that you and when the meter started rising, when he was stuck, there was the hope of like, if I keep following this path, I'll get out. Dashed. He finds out about the SM8, and they're like, okay, cool, go back and get that black box, then you're free. And
that's the only time, by the way, that they say he'll be free. Mm-hmm. It's that part.
And even then, it gets dashed because she dies.
Yep.
She gets killed. Like, the monster ruins it for him again. Like, every little inch of hope that he gets, dashed. And it reminds me a lot of Buried for that reason. Like, it takes place almost exclusively...
That's got a way darker ending, though.
Buried?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say it didn't, but...
Way darker.
That's what it feels like. It feels very... You're claustrophobically stuck inside of this lung, and every ounce of hope you receive gets dashed. Every single one. And the difference between Buried and Iron Lung is that Iron Lung, he wins. He did what he thought was right, and even though he died in the end, he wins.
Yeah.
Buried does not end that way.
No, it does not. But yeah, overall, I think this movie was a phenomenal first impression. Great big first step. Like, I am excited to see what else he does.
I would love if he made more movies in this universe.
Yeah.
I don't know
or just more movies.
I don't know. Well, more movies anyway. But yeah, no matter what, I'm going to go see a Markiplier movie. It could be garbage, and I don't care. But I really enjoyed this movie objectively and would love to see more movies in this universe. I would love to see the guy who created it, the guy who made it. I think he should expand his universe and he should make more movies.
Make sequels.
Make more about
Make
it.
sequels.
I really, really like it. I really genuinely think this movie gets...
unironically, this movie is great. It really is. It's not a so bad it's good. It's not a Resident Evil or Mortal Kombat. It is just a good horror movie.
It's really good. And the only real qualms that I even have are just, I would love a little bit more storyline driven, like, background. I would love a little bit, and that's just as somebody who, like, I haven't seen the lore episode of.
No, but I
Iron
think
Lung
exploring the world before the events of this movie, I think, is a great idea.
Just to help really build the hopelessness up a little bit.
And there's 100,000 stories you could tell there.
Right.
All the stars are going out.
Right.
That mystery is not resolved in this.
Right.
At all. So you have that whole door to how the universe reacts to
Right.
another star just went out.
You've been hinted at information, like, okay, we now have information as to why that happened, and then the movie ends. And
Right.
you're like, dang it.
I don't get it. I think this movie sets up for a sequel.
Yeah, 100% can.
But it also ends with, we know that he didn't just go insane, that the stuff really did happen, because the black box is there.
Right.
You know?
Like, yeah, so even though there were moments of insanity, you spend about half the movie thinking he's going crazy, only to determine that, in fact, he actually has really, I mean, with the exception of one or two things that I think were genuinely just his brain deprived of oxygen.
He's got terrible PTSD, because the first thing happens before the oxygen even gets that low.
True.
And it finds, that was a little odd, because he finds something stashed in that box through a memory of his own.
Yeah.
Which I think should have been not that.
You don't think?
Yeah, I think it could have been this thing playing with him.
Yeah, could have.
Should have been.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
But yeah, no, a home run, I think. A home run entirely.
I'm so excited to see what he can do in the future. I mean, I want the man to take a break. Let me go ahead and preface.
Don't just start spitting them out.
Well, not even that. He's been busting his ass for 4 years to make this movie. Brother.
Take a breath. Take a little vacation.
Take a breath.
Go to Hawaii.
You got married. Go on a honeymoon. Go have a good time. Go somewhere that's not to work.
Do you know why I said go to Hawaii?
No.
Because Spielberg and Lucas went to Hawaii opening night of Star Wars.
That's right. That's
and
right.
That's where they came up with the idea of Indiana Jones.
Well, then perfect. Then you can go and dream up some more ideas. I mean, I'm sure he's got a million.
Oh,
He always does.
We can do his whole cinematic universe with all those multiple personality characters he has.
True. That's true.
Where's my Darkiplier
Where's
movie?
Where's my Wilford Warfstache movie? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's what we want to know. That's the one we want to know. I don't really have anything else to talk about.
No, this was awesome. I really loved this movie. I plan on. I don't know if there will ever be a physical release, but if there is, I'm buying it. And I genuinely think that he knocked it out of the park, and I will look forward to seeing what more things he does in the future. I've been a hardcore fan for a really, really long time, and let's do it. Let's have some more.
Movies like this and Onyx the Fortuitous are good showings that, like, art isn't dead yet. You know?
Oh, love it. And it makes me so happy.
Yeah. But I have been Cheese Film.
And I'm Miss French Tattoos.
And this has been a very special episode of the podcast. Please give it up for Markiplier. He needed our endorsement for that, you know.
No, yeah. Okay. No.
Check it out, though. Check out Iron Lung. Go to it. Go see it in the movie theaters. If it comes out anywhere, go watch it. If it prolongs its run, stick around for it because it is a great, great movie.
I also know the popcorn buckets are on pre-order at Regal, and so,
yeah, the official ones.
Yeah, like they're super cool. You should definitely get one. They really, I'm not gonna lie, the teeth a little inconvenient, but other than that, they're awesome.
Yeah. Well, the official one will be probably better because ours are it's 2 pieces, so you know there's a lot of open space here where you can knock these teeth out.
Yeah.
Which is what happened.
Yeah.
But we fixed it.
It's okay. We like it anyway. But heck yeah, go see Iron Lung. 4 out of 5. Wait, how do you do it? You always the cheese film out. What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
And then
Cheese film / Mrs. Cheese film out.